Hi, Layla. Your dad told me you watched this show, so... Hi. Welcome to Rise with WoW. My show, my opinions, my viewpoints. I like to think that my viewpoints and opinions are shaped by a wide range of sources, whether I agree with them or not. I like to think that I see their point of view, and even though I may disagree with them, I want to think I come up with different ways to communicate them and have people see what I feel like is the right point of view. So who I am politically, I guess, I wouldn't identify myself as someone that is quote unquote of one party or another. Like, I am not a Democrat or a Republican. I am not a liberal or NDP or a conservative. I, by nature, like to listen to people and vote based on the current issues. Now, most of the time, those issues end up being more liberal-minded, but I also see the flaws in the party that I elected. I don't elect a party and think they're perfect. I never go in thinking they're perfect, and because they're in power, kind of ignoring their flaws. If they make a mistake, I will call them out on it. But for the most part, I would like to think of myself as someone who doesn't align kind of tunnel vision with a single point of view. I like to think that I'm listening to both sides. Not on all issues, because not all issues actually deserve both sides to be heard. Good example. If you're of the mind that says that I am not a human based on what I look like, that's not something I really can argue with. I will try to see the rationale of what you're saying privately, but I won't give you the time of day to think that point is valid in any way. And I feel that's, whether it's just me or any person that doesn't look like you, that's not a two-way street. So my right and wrong is just based on the first lesson I ever learned in kindergarten, which was from my teacher, Mrs. Moran. And she said, the very first lesson I had in kindergarten was, treat others how you want to be treated. The golden rule. So it wasn't based on like whether I like them or what they look like or if they share their toys with me. It was, if I want them to be nice, I want them to be nice to me, I'm going to treat them nicely. Because that's what I want in return. There's no condition on me treating them nice and then they have to treat me nice. The condition was treat them like you want to be treated in hopes that that is reciprocated. At times, I admit that's super tough because, again, some people don't demonstrate they really want that or are worthy of that kindness, but it's just the way I've lived. I'm much happier knowing that I'm doing right by other people than I am exacting revenge. Even though at times that's fun. That in mind, there's a lot of things in the news right now, and my advice to everybody out there is to read past the headlines, whether you agree with the headline or not. Because there's a little bit more to the story, and what you don't want to do, even if the headline is something along the lines of some FBI papers and they're favoring you, but you read throughout the story that, you know, it's a small part and you're just sharing the headline because for a moment it you feel like it strengthens your case. It doesn't. I need everyone to read past the headlines. Right now we're in a media climate because of the internet that people are rushing to get news out first because clicks equal dollars right now. And so it's not a break it right, it's a break it first scenario, and then, you know, they'll read the details later. What's the most click-worthy headline and what's the most eye-catching story? So, you know this. Most people can actually recognize that if newspapers which have done great jobs with research and breaking stories, but if you're in an internet age where everyone needs you to be first on their website, and they need you on their website, they're going to try to draw you in as best they can. You got to read past those headlines and try to get the right and real story. This is a quick guideline. Treat others how you want to be treated. Be a facilitator of happiness, and fight like hell when people don't want happiness for others. If you're treating people well, if you're helping people be happy, that's kind of the best life to lead. And if any point, and happiness isn't just glee and, you know, walking around with no worries. Sometimes it's just like peace of mind. If you're against people's peace of mind for whatever reason, if you have your own beliefs and you're infringing upon others because you believe your reasoning is right, if you're feeling like I'm alluding to something, it is abortion. I feel like if you're like, my rights, I believe this, but you're infringing and you're not really recognizing the other side, then that's not really right. You're not facilitating happiness. You're just hoping you're happy at the expense of someone else's personal peace of mind. And fight. I know people are out in cities across the world at consulates fighting hard as hell for people that are not them. It doesn't directly relate to them. It doesn't affect them. It doesn't affect their families. Everyone in their family is safe, but yet they're standing up for what's right. And that's admirable. And we need more of that. So, to those guys, thank you. To everybody else out there, let's learn, let's treat each other better, and let's do right by each other. This has been the Yao Experience, and until next time, have a better one.